What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today I want to give just a very quick update about the crypto market. You saw it in the title, crypto likely ready to rally, and that is what I want to give you a quick update about. I have already posted that right here on Patreon. You know, on Patreon you always get the news first. So if you didn't have checked it out yet, then feel free to do so. That is the first link in the video description. There you get, as I said, everything live and in real time. We have talked a lot about this topic right here on this channel, and here that is basically the buyer index. And in this buyer index we can see how many buyers are currently in the market, and if there should be too many buyers in the market, like for example right here or right here, then very likely we will have a bigger correction in the near future. On the opposite, of course, if there should be just very few buyers in the market, like right here, or right now, that is a very positive sign. And that is the reason why I have said, okay, right now I'm bullish again, but I'm still waiting for the turnaround in the buyer index. And that is something that we have seen. Let me quickly show you that right here in this picture, because here I can also draw. No, that was the wrong one. That is the right one. So here you can see that here we had the first turnaround. That was in March 2020. That was also my biggest position in crypto, so there I have bought the biggest position. Then we have the next one, that was this one right here, but the turnaround basically has happened right here. So that was in I think the 18th of October, and right now we have the next turnaround. So you can also see that right here. I've just posted that today right here, you can see. So here I basically also give the update that we have turned around in the buyer index. And also here I'm pointing out here a little problem, if you want to call it the problem. And the question is, if there is something that could delay the next big move to the upside. And the answer is yes, there is. Problems in the money market could delay this, but this is a big could, because from my experience, if there are problems on the money market, and here what I mention is not big problems, I just mean normal problems like you have everywhere from time to time, and often that affects the stock market more than cryptos. So if we have these small problems in the money market, so that is something that I can tell you from experience. So that has not to influence also the crypto market. So as I have written right here, so that could happen that we see a little delay because of that, but it is not vital that this happens. From the crypto side, so from the buyer index perspective, this market is ready to go higher, and that is why this is my higher probability. And that is basically the update that I want to give you. As I said, right now we are at very low levels in the buyer index. That is meaning just very few buyers in the market, and we have the turnaround signal. So that is giving us the signal that this market likely is ready to rally. And in the end, I also want to show you very quickly the fear and greed index. This is also at extreme fear for over half a month right now. So that is also a very positive sign that we not have directly jumped back up. I've also made videos especially about that, so about the sentiment of the market, that we are switching currently, that bulls become bears and neutral people also become bears, and not everyone is bullish in this market, and that is a very positive sign also. But what I really want to show you in the end is what has happened the last time the buyer index has turned around, and that is basically this one right here. So that was the first time, that was back in March 2020. That was the first time here where the red arrow is. That is the first time the buyer index has turned around again. And then right here the second time, so this one right here, that is here on the 18th of October. Yes, I have mentioned that correctly. And that is the point where also then the buyer index has turned around again. So does that mean that we have next week a new all-time high? That is something that is another topic, but we could expect that we are going right now to the upside in the market, and that the worst is over. I've already mentioned that after this drop right here, that likely I think we have bottomed, so that was my higher probability right there. But for example, if you just take a trend line right here and take a look at the current rate, we are rising in this trend right here. So the bottom of this trend right here, you can see that would take till the middle of August till we make a new all-time high. So that is also something that that could be possible right here, that we just move right here and then somewhere here in August that can break. But of course also it is possible that we could go into a stronger trend right here and then be in make a new all-time high into July. Maybe we have a super strong trend and this will be in June, but that is not something that I would bet on. I just want to say that from my perspective, from my analysis, from my tools, so the buyer index, from me it is very likely that this market right now is ready to go. And also, if you have another opinion on that, then feel free to write them down in the comments. I would be very curious to hear about that, especially when you have a contrarian opinion about that. That would be very interesting for me to see. And if this video was helpful, then please leave a like, subscribe to this channel so you won't miss out any future updates. That's it for this video. See you in the next one, and as always, have a nice day.